You know, there's a secret, and it's hiding right out in the open. It's so simple, so powerful, that most of us just walk right past it our entire lives. So let's uncover it together.
Have you ever felt that? That nagging sense that what you're seeing, what you're experiencing is just a tiny piece of some huge puzzle? If you have, well, you're definitely onto something.
So let's start with this really old story, a parable that just perfectly explains this feeling. It's all about seeing and how, sometimes we can be staring right at the truth and just not see it at all. Okay, so picture this. You've got a few people in a pitch black room. The first person reaches out, their hands touch something tall and round and really sturdy. And based on what they can feel, they shout out, totally confident, "I've got it, it's a tree."
But then, hold on, a second person, over in another part of the room, they feel something completely different. It's long, it's thin, kind of flexible, and they're like, "A tree? No way, you're wrong. This is obviously a rope." And then you've got a third person, right? And they're touching this huge, flat, leathery surface. They are absolutely convinced they've found a giant wall. See, each one of them is totally certain that what they've found is the one and only truth.
So what happens? They start to argue, of course. The tree person thinks the rope person is crazy, and neither of them can understand the wall person. But here's the thing, and this is super important. None of them are lying. They're all just describing what they're actually experiencing. They're telling their piece of the truth.
And here's the big reveal. They weren't wrong, but they weren't completely right either. See, it wasn't a tree or a rope or a wall. They were all touching different parts of the very same thing, a giant elephant. Every single person's truth was real, yeah, but it was also totally incomplete.
Now, this old story, it's not really about an elephant, is it? It's a metaphor. It's about us. And it's about this one big, hidden truth about the world we all live in. Every one of us, we have our own little story, right? It's based on our own limited experiences, just like those people in the dark. But way beyond all our separate stories, there's this one big picture, one single unifying truth that ties them all together.
Here's another way to think about it that I really like. Imagine every belief system, every culture, every single unique viewpoint. Imagine they're all little polished faces on one single beautiful jewel. Each facet looks different, sure, but they're all part of the same gem. They're all reflecting the very same light.
So, what is this one truth then? Well, it's actually incredibly simple. It's just this quiet knowing that deep, deep down, underneath all the surface stuff, beyond all our different stories, everything and everyone is connected. We're all part of that one elephant. We're all part of that one jewel.
Okay, so you might be thinking, where do I find this connection? Where is it? And the thing is, the answer isn't out there somewhere in the world, it's inside of you.
Think about it like this for a second. Your thoughts, your feelings, your worries, your happiness, they're always coming and going, right? They're always moving and changing, kind of like clouds just drifting through the sky. But here's the key. You are not the clouds. You are the sky, that huge, open, unchanging space that holds all of it.
Let's try a little visualization. First, just imagine everything in the whole universe, all the planets, all the people, every single thought is just spinning around in this huge cosmic dance. Got it? Okay. Now, see how all of that movement, all that spinning, is happening around one single point in the center? And then finally, realize that this center point, it's perfectly, completely still.
And this is the secret. That quiet, still, peaceful center of everything, it isn't out there in deep space somewhere. It's inside of you, right now. It's always been there. It's the very core of who you really, truly are. So, how do we actually connect with this stillness? Well, the good news is you don't have to go out and build something or learn some complicated new thing. It's actually a process of letting go. And this part is so, so important. We spend our whole lives trying to add more stuff, right? More knowledge, more things, more experiences. But finding this inner peace, it's not about adding at all. It's about gently taking things away. It's just about releasing all the clutter that's covering up the stillness that's already inside you. So what kind of stuff can we let go of? Well, it's simple things, really. Like, we can let go of that need to always be right. We can release all that worry about tomorrow, which hasn't even happened yet. We can drop all those limiting labels we stick on ourselves. And probably the biggest one, We can let go of the story that tells us we're separate from everyone and everything else. Pretty much all the great wisdom traditions point to this one simple, powerful instruction. You don't have to figure it all out with your brain. You just have to be still. And in that quiet, in that stillness, you'll just know. And when we start to practice this, when we find that stillness, something really incredible starts to happen. Our entire perspective just shifts. It's kind of like waking up from a dream that you didn't even realize you were having. Okay, last one. Imagine your life, your body, your thoughts, your personality. Imagine it's all like a giant hall of mirrors. Every single mirror reflects an image back at you, a version of you. And we spend our entire lives just staring at these reflections, completely believing that's who we are. But here's a question for you to think about. What if you could just shatter every single one of those mirrors, all at once? What would be left? When there's nothing left to reflect you back to yourself, where would you be? And that is the biggest secret of them all. You're not the body. You're not the thoughts or the story that you see in the mirror. You are the quiet stillness that's aware of all of it. You are not the reflection. You are, and you have always, always been, the one who is looking.